is that like you do not like anyone who is going to be blowing steam up your behind. Okay. I'm pretty sure that most people don't want that. But just by the looks of this, you're just like, why is this person telling me what they believe I want to hear? Like the first thing that I noticed with this card was fire, right? And, maybe in the beginning, this person was, really able to like get you to acquiesce to their demands or anything that they wanted you to do. Maybe they were really able to do it because they were really good sweet talker, or they just, had the gift of gab. Okay. But now you're saying to yourself, you're like, this person is blowing steam up my ass. That's what you're basically saying. And your reaction to it is you fighting back with words. Whether this is in a text message, it could be verbal. And I'm not saying that you're being verbally abusive. I just feel like this time, what's happening is that you are able to use your voice in a way that you have not been able to in the past. It's not saying that you were never able to talk. I just don't think that you guys were as vocal as you're about to be. That I can tell you. That whatever it is that you have been wanting to say, you will be saying it. And I don't think that it's going to be pretty. I don't think that it's going to feel comfortable to the person that you're going to be telling it to. Okay. Now, overall, and you could also be saying this to another Taurus, so you could be saying this to an Aries, by the way. Okay. I think it's very interesting that the fire card came out and the Aries card came out, because it's war. And again, war doesn't have to be what we consider war. It could be anything. Like I said before, just the very fact that you could fight for yourself in a way that you haven't been able to. Mars is aggressive. It's like, I'm going to assert myself this time. Whereas before, you may have been just kind of like pushing yourself towards the back. Okay. I definitely see you being able to speak your mind here. Even if it's with new people or just in general, this is just you rebelling against your natural self. That's what I see you doing. Now, outside of that, here, you guys have the Eight of Wands. Wow, this is just amazing. The Eight of Wands is you're about to like really take off. Your business is about to take off. Your weight is about to drop. Like, I see some really good stuff here. So it's like whatever you've been putting your mind to, like, let's say you guys have already written something down on your planner. You have your goals. You have like, what is that called? Your dream boards or your vision boards and stuff like that. There's a lot of things on your vision board that is actually like happening. And you're getting excited about it. So the Eight of Wands is like, oh, I'm excited. You have been able to triumph over a lot of obstacles and people who've been trying to get in your way as well. If you notice, she's standing on this person. This could be the very person who you are saying, hell no, right? To remember the person that you weren't able to speak up against before, you were too afraid to. It could have been a boss, could have been a mother, could have been a father, could have been a sister, could be whoever. You're like, no, I want to say what I have to say. And it's not even just about saying it. You guys are really winning. You guys are able to overcome and conquer whatever it is that have been trying to push you aside or trying to stop your growth, the stagnancy. You're like, no. You see how the Emperor came out? Emperor was like, yeah, this is me. This is what I'm able to do. And this is the energy that you guys are like using. I'm in control. No one has control over me. But I think that you guys forgot that. I don't even really think it's a think. I know. I know for a fact that you guys forgot that that's the type of power that you have. Now you guys are stepping into it, especially with this Eight of Wands. This person is literally stepping on it. She's literally stepping on the very thing that had control over her before. And you see, with confidence, she's able to like proclaim something. So when I'm talking about, when I say like you are going somewhere, you are doing things, you are exactly dropping the weight, you are, accessing rooms that you weren't able to access, you're going places, that type of stuff. That's exactly what this is basically saying. But it's like, who am I reading for here? I'm reading for Taurus. Like, you guys have been having these like amazing readings in general, and you know that things are really about to pop off for you in a really good way. So this looks just really, really good. Now, the first card that I see as far as major arcana is an Aries or a Taurus. So some of you guys may be dealing with the Aries or Taurus, or I could be, this is the story. This is who you are overcoming in some way. That could be it. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is going to be for Taurus. Let's see. The second card always brings the juiciness, you know what I mean? It always brings the juiciness in some type of way. Ooh, some of you guys could have been dealing with a Sagittarius. Or there could be a Sagittarius who's going to be by your side, helping you in some way. It doesn't have to be the Sagittarius that you know that you can't stand. It doesn't have to be them. But I do see more so of a positive energy here with the Eight of Cups. Even though the Eight of Cups is your feelings. We'll get to that in a minute. But I always pay attention to the actual card. And if you pay attention to the card, you see how there is nothing around her moving. It's just her sitting in a boat. Literally. There's no rocking of the boat. There's not people coming after her. She's just chilling. She's just like at ease. And that's a part of this moving forward. You're moving towards this ease. Even though right now you may feel like your life is so effing unfulfilled. You may be like, I just don't believe that. I don't believe that I'm going to ever be happy. I don't believe that I'm going to ever be able to feel like excited about something. I know that's probably what you're thinking. Life is boring, or it's not just about the boring part. Maybe you don't have passion in your life, right? You haven't had sex in forever. You're like, I want somebody to just touch me. I want them to touch my face. I want them to kiss me. I want them to tell me that I'm beautiful. And I'm only talking about the passionate part, right? Or you guys are losing your spark for the very thing that you love to do as far as work and career. It could be something like that. There's been something that has happened. So I know for a fact that you've been saying that. Like, I don't believe that I'm going to get what I want. I'm not in that energy. I just feel too unfulfilled. I feel unhappy. And some of you guys have been growing resentment because of that. But again, the Eight of Wands is like, okay, stop it. We know that it's been some time. I know you've been trying to, be patient with me. This is what the universe is saying. I know you've been patient with me. I appreciate it, but I'm going to reward you after this. Well, now I'm able to really smooth out, which is what that water looks like, honey. I'm going to be able to smooth out all those issues that you had before, right? Pay attention to this card. What is that movie? Is it the Oz? This is what this reminds me of, right? It's like everyone is lined up. This is like God. Right? It's like the spiritual realm here. I don't know what that is, but this is like the tree of life. You know how you hear about that? This is like the pinnacle of something. And people are lined up. And here this woman coming in on a horse. She ain't in line. Not only that, she's standing close to the tree. So I can only look at this card in a way, which I kind of understand symbolism a little bit. So I'm not going to say what I think it is. I want them to ban me or shadow ban me as more as they have been. But anyway, I really do believe that just based on this is like you guys are about to do something that a lot of people haven't been able to do. Now, I'm not here trying to make you feel better about yourself. I am, but not in the sense of I'm just going to say some shit to you. I'm not going to be the person that's going to blow steam up your ass. I'm saying I really do believe that you're going to be able to do some things that you weren't able to do or what other people haven't been able to do. It could be likened to when back in 5 years ago when there were some people who survived that horrible infection, right? There were some people who survived. There were some people who did not survive. That's like you being able to survive some things that were unsurvivable. That is like you being able to meet people that most people will never be able to meet, because in a position like this, I'm not calling people God, but I'm saying it in a way that you guys are able to come across people who to other people are gods. You could be beating Michael Jordan, end up being Michael Jordan's assistant. There is somebody out there that has Michael Jordan all over their wall. They just worship Michael Jordan. There's people who believe that Michael Jackson was a guy. We know that for a fact. They would just pass out, throw their drawers at them, that type of stuff. They just know, right? And I'm saying it in a way that these are the type of people that you guys are going to be coming across. You guys are going to be coming across people who are going to be able to assist you or help you in some type of way that they really have it. They have that power, they have that ability to help you in that way. Other people have been standing in line for them, but you didn't have to. You literally just, person on a horse, just walked right on up. You were able to meet them just out of the blue. That's how this energy is what it looks like. And not only that, you guys have the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is like positivity. This is optimism. This is success. And this is winning. So even if you didn't think that was true, this would be true. This is also in harmony with the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands, literally, we said it. We already said it. The Eight of Wands talks about how you're able to move out of something. And now it's like, it's not that you're just moving out of something, it's where you're headed. That's what's so crazy about this. Like, why are you feeling like you're winning? What is happening for you? Really, really, really good. Let's talk about your money for a second. Not all of you have been in dire straits financially. However, I do believe that for a lot of you guys, you have been in very, very, very close territory of almost losing everything. Some of you guys could have actually lost a lot. Like you did, I saw at the bottom of the deck earlier when I was pulling earlier, you had the cards that came out but went back into the deck. You had cards that even talked about how some of you guys could have bankrupt, you could have lost your job. Like, I do see major financial issues here that some of you guys have experienced, not all of you, but I'm talking about you were close if you did not. Like, today's reading is a little bit different. It does show some financial issues that a lot of you have experienced. Now, I'm not going to say some of you guys are going to face. I don't know because I'm not quite sure what's happening in your chart. Right? So I can only say that it looks like you have already experienced it. It looks like you've already experienced some type of major financial struggle. Even though you didn't even realize that whole time that you were being assisted behind the scenes in the spiritual realm. And I know you could not see it because by the looks of this, it would have been impossible for you to believe that you were being assisted. But you were. Because again, did you hear when I said you could have been, that it could have been that bad? I think a lot of you guys who are watching, it didn't get to that place. But you were close. You were very close to getting to a place where you were dangerously close to like having nothing. So this is the reason why I said I love the fact that you guys are headed towards a beautiful place here when it comes down to just life in general. This is for Taurus. Oh yeah, you graduated. Here's your resurrection here. Right on the money. Exactly what I just talked about. This is so amazing here. A lot of you guys are going to have kids that are going to be graduating this year. I see your spring and your summer being so fun. And it's interesting because I see vacations here. Like, you know how like you would normally go on vacation and you have this feeling for summer, and you've been having this feeling ever since you've been born, right? Or close to knowing what that meant. I just feel like this summer is going to be different. I don't know. And I usually don't say that. I haven't said that since I've had this channel. I just feel like this summer is going to be completely different from what you guys normally experience. I don't know if it's just maybe one vacation you go on, maybe because you haven't been able to go on vacation. I don't know if it's because you're sharing this experience with someone. I don't know. But it does feel like there's going to be something different about this particular summer that has been different compared to others. But I love the fact that this resurrection is happening. Because again, it goes back to not having, great finances. It goes back to even relationships. Let's get to that. Just as much as your money has been absolutely, like for some of you, just devastating. Your relationships have basically mirrored that. I see that you guys, things were going very well, like in the past. Like, it just seems like things were just going so good for you with someone. You know, I could tell it just looked amazing. You felt amazing. You could just feel it. I could just feel it off these cards. And then all of a sudden something happened. I don't know if you just looked up and you woke up one day and you're like, why am I feeling like this? Or why, like, why is this happening to me? Or you start questioning yourself if they love you or if this is the right person. And a lot of you guys were dealing with people who were had addictions. You were dealing with people who were abusive. You were dealing with people who had subtle abusive tendencies. And I have to say that because some of you guys are with people and you don't think that it's abusive, even though that they are gaslighting you, even though that they're, prodding you, judging you, saying things to you that you know for a fact they shouldn't be saying. Like I do see that you guys were with someone who they were kind of effed up. And I see that it wasn't you. I see that it was them. I'm looking at what's at the bottom of the deck. But look at what they did to you. They destroyed you. There was something about this situation where it took you out spiritually, emotionally. Okay? I don't like it. Your relationships have been absolutely disastrous. Just no other way to put it. And you see the reason why you needed that peace? You see how she's sitting there? She's like, oh, wait, ain't nothing going on. If you were sitting in a boat like that with nobody around, you put your little tripod in a boat, you took your own pictures, it's so quiet, it will be eerie. Am I lying? It will be eerie. You're like, man, the only thing you're hearing is just the water moving. Maybe a little bit of the birds, maybe a little bit, but it's just so quiet, it's eerie. That's how you feel. It feels strange to you to be at peace. Because you have been fighting and battling with someone who was so toxic, you should have been removed them from your energy years ago, right? A long time ago, they should have been out of your energy. And even if you have been dealing with this person for years, you should have been stopped dealing with them the first time that you saw it, but you didn't. I know that you didn't because I can see that you did not. You were in this anxious state of wanting things to work. You wanted it to go deeper. You wanted to be like, you wanted it to go somewhere because you really liked this person. This person lit something up in you that you really couldn't explain. Or maybe you thought so, right? Because, sometimes it could be in your own head where you have formed this type of scenario that really wasn't there. Oh, they're making me feel good. Maybe it was sex, right? Maybe the sex was great. They're making me feel good. Maybe it's the things that they say. Because remember, in the beginning, I said that this person could have been saying some good stuff to you. It's the way that they talk to you, that type of stuff. But that fell away. And you remember when it fell away. But you still held hope that something will change with this person. And so now you have resentment. Now you feel unfulfilled. You don't even know why, even though you do know why, even though you've left that situation, you can't get it off of you. It's like icky. It's like, ew, like, why am I still feeling like this? It's because I don't think energies leave you that fast, especially if you have been like steeped in it for a very long time, even if it's months. I just don't think that energy leaves. So the universe is like, hey, I'm definitely going to have to resurrect you now. You've been dead this whole time. Like, you haven't even been you. You're like, you don't even dress the same. You don't look the same. Your energy, you can look the same, but your energy isn't even the same. You've been depleted. Your friend's like, are you okay? Are you all right? Like, you seem a little different. You don't seem as jippery as you used to be. This could have been the main reason why your money is off. I had to actually learn this on TikTok when one of the ladies, she actually does this for a living. She said, and I thought it was interesting. She was just like, a relationship automatically damages your money, right? And I'm like in the comment section, we all going back and forth. I'm like, how is that? Hey, how is that? And she broke it down. And true enough, there's other people who have came up, said the same thing when it comes down to relationships, that type of stuff. You think that that's a coincidence that your money was off and you were off and now you're emotionally drained and now you're looking at yourself in the mirror, you're like, ooh, I look ugly. They have literally stolen everything from you because you allowed it. And the reason why you allowed it is because you had that hope. And it's nothing wrong with having hope, but you ain't trying to get fat off of that. You ain't trying to be poor off of that. You ain't trying to have ill health off of that just because you try to have hope with somebody. They need to be giving you a little bit of something. I do believe that they give you enough, or they gave you enough to keep you around, but it wasn't enough to keep you healthy. You can't tell me that, because that's not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that a lot of y'all, it went completely, it was deteriorating, whether money, health, whatever. That's what happened. But you were in hope. You had the same card Sagittarius had. Oh, yeah, they had you down, baby. Brought you down to your knees. The universe was like, oh, this was very karmic for you. What lessons have you learned from this, Taurus? And a lot of y'all like, this is not me. This is not me, because ain't nobody ever had me down on my knees. I literally just told Sagittarius is that energetic begging. Energetically begging. You probably never had to ask for anything. Energetically begging. I don't like this card. I don't like it. I can read it in different ways, but I'm reading it for you now, like I read it for Sagittarius. The same energy. That's just what I asked. I don't like it. Now, I love the fact that you guys are like, okay, wait a minute. You're doing a little bit too much. All right. You're starting to get it now. You're like, okay, well, you're doing a little bit too much, or you already got it. You guys already separated. You took your leave from this person because something hit you. The King of Swords is like, what? And I don't think that what was subtle. I feel like this person who did something to you, or they said something, it really took you off guard. And you're like, wait, what was that? Now you're sitting in your house or in your car, and you're like, I can't believe that I was like doing all of that for them. And yeah, they did say that. They said exactly what they said. They did exactly what they did. Because the King of Swords don't have that cute and cuddly feeling. They just do not. They're not who you want them to be. And I know women who are like this. This is why I always tell women, like, y'all keep thinking that it's men. It's anybody. Hello? Okay? That's about in relationships, this is anybody. They can look at you dead in the face and don't feel anything. Or they will be portraying to be something that they're not. Or they will make you, because they're getting something from you. Maybe it's money. Maybe they're trying to have a place to stay. They're not telling you that they ain't got no money. Or maybe they have some issues with their family and they need somebody on their side. Or maybe they're feeling lonely. They just don't want to be by themselves. But they don't really like you like that. But it's hard for you to believe that people don't really like you like that, because you're like, I'm a lovable person. I'm a good person. What you mean they don't like me? That happens. I know you guys have this healthy sense of ego because you guys are fine and you guys do take care of your household. You do dress well. You smell good. But there are people who do not like you. And there's people who don't like you who have sex with you. Does that make you less of a person? No, it does not. You know what you should have said? You don't know that I'm the bomb? Okay, you gotta go. And you know what you're doing now? That's what you're doing now. You're repulsed. I was doing all of that for you? You see how you're reflecting? Because this is what you're doing now. You're like, oh my God, like I was down like that. Like I was really at this person's mercy. Wow. I can't believe that was me, right? And we've all been there. Now look at the cold-blooded one. Now they're calling you, hey, Taurus, can you pick up the phone? You're like, guards, throw them overboard, throw them in the first lava hole that you see. You can give two damns what happened to them. But see, you see how you had to be put in that position. You needed that because you won't be doing that again. That's one thing I do know by this reading. You will never allow anyone to put you in a position of submission where they do not give you that energy back. You will never allow that again, according to this read. This is the reason why you're sitting in that boat peacefully. You're like, oh, okay, I learned my lesson now. I want to do what's right by me. Now, this could actually extend to anyone. It doesn't have to be just one person. This can extend to anybody. This can extend to your friends, your family, can extend to anybody. But usually it's love. Why? Because they're the only one that's what? Laying on top of you. They're the closest one that's going to be, they're the only one that's going to be that close to you. Ain't nobody else got that type of power or energy. Okay? Ain't nobody else got that. That you willingly give it to. So you know that this is something here where you look back and you're like, I can't believe I done did this for them. I done gave them this. I done did this. I done helped them with court. I done helped them with their baby mama. I done helped them with their mama. I done helped them with this. And this is how they treat me. This is what they do. Yeah, this is what they were doing. Now they can't believe that you are like, they're like, what? Now you're the King of Swords. They can't believe that. They're like, what you mean? Taurus ain't picking up the phone. They were a big fool this whole time. Now all of a sudden they're not doing it anymore. You're like, no, it's not that I was a big fool. It's just because I have feelings. You know, I'm a human. You know, I'm not a robot. This is what you guys are saying. You've turned me into a robot for you. But this one right here, you guys are like, no. Like I was a normal person. I was doing what I was supposed to do. But again, like I said, that rationale kicked in. You were just like, oh, wait a minute. Ooh, hold on now. Like, you've been doing a little bit too much. And you pulled away right at the right time. Now they're going to be stuck on it. Oh, yeah. The worst thing for them is to see you with somebody else. And when I tell you that's what's going to happen, that's going to boil them. That's going to be one of those things where I always tell people the revenge part is really you being able to live your life. Because this is exactly what I see. Like, you living your damn life. Really? Like, who cares? Like, well, you know what I really want, Yas? I just really want them to pay. I'm like, you're like, how are you wanting them to pay and you're still worried about them? They're still winning. Like, I'm literally looking at the men who want to talk to you. I'm literally looking at the women, the people who want to talk to you. You're worried about them. Like, they're still winning in your mind. They don't care. They're off living their life. And you know what's going to happen now? Now you get it. You're going to be like, oh, okay, yeah. And this looks like this is going to be good, too, because this is the Three of Wands. This talks about expansion. So you see how before you couldn't. We started off the reading talking about how you're going to be able to progress and grow and expand. You're able to do that now because you're not here anymore. You see how it says you graduated. Congratulations. You were able to graduate out of that cycle. Left that lunatic behind. And they don't even have to be a lunatic, okay? They really don't. We don't have to call them names. We don't have to make them more than what they were. They weren't popping off the way that they should be. That's it. And it's okay. And it's because you're not meant to be with them. It was somebody else you're supposed to be with because it is. And it wasn't the ex. It's not the ex. These are two cards that fell out. You are meant to be somewhere else, but at the same time, you have got to cross someone out. Like, I mean, I'm so serious. Like, they have got to go. Some of you guys are definitely going to be signing your name on something. What the hell is this? Are you signing a lease? Are you signing a car? It's going to be a brand new apartment, a house, or something like that. Something. You are definitely signing some contract. I mean, it could be marriage in the future. But it's so many contracts. But it is a contract. Because I told you earlier, what did I say earlier? I was like, y'all are coming across people and being around people that most people can't be across or be around. So this is crazy. Somebody was still in love with their ex. Somebody was still in love with their ex. That's the reason why they weren't giving to you. Ooh, Sagittarius. Told you. You didn't know there was competition. That's why they were fighting you, though. You were just thinking like, maybe they're just slow about love. No, it was because of another person there. Okay. The fights are over. That has got to stop too. Anyway, here with Sagittarius, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. It could have been a Sagittarius. It could have been a Capricorn. I'm also seeing here something could have happened during Sagittarius season. Something could happen this year, Sagittarius season. They put you in a friend zone. They stole all of your viable forces. Some of you guys started off wanting something with someone and they were like, you know what? You know, I'm not really ready. They literally put you in this little spot quick as shit. They were like, you know what? I'm not ready yet. Or you're with someone who acts like a friend. You're like, are we together? Like, we should be together, right? Like, I'm not here to be like having sex. You don't know what this is, but that's how they're acting. They're acting like we're just friends. Some of you guys will be faced with that, and you need to be like, no. But it says what? Unreciprocated. This is what we've been talking about the whole time. Somebody ain't feeling you the way that you want them to, and that's okay. It has nothing to do with you. Why are you yelling at a blind man? He can't see, he can't see. Help him across the street. Let him be on his way, right? Like, stop arguing with somebody who refuses to see things in general. But you got a past life here. This person triggered the hell out of you. Ain't that crazy? This is what they were meant to do. They came into your life so you can see what it is that your flaws in relationships, what you are scared to face, or why you're holding on to relationships and stuff like that. Because you've obviously had this issue in the past life and you're like, well, how do you know that? I'm just saying it because it came out. You can't see it in a chart, but I'm just saying just based on that, that's what it looks like. So not only is it a past life problem with this whole, facing your own demons, right? But I also, it's in relationships. But I also feel like you got a past life in this lifetime. And the universe is like, baby, you got to clean this up before they come. We can't listen. You got to prioritize yourself, prioritize you and love on you and pamper you and stuff like that. And that's not what you've been doing. Now you got this person who's going to be coming up in here that's going to be all of that in the bag of chips. And are you going to be ready when they do? Hopefully you do. Hopefully you are. Taurus, I love you. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, all the information is going to be down below in the description box. I thank you guys so much for coming on with me this early in the morning. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I will see you guys a little bit later. Have a good Sunday. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.